Hey, yo.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to say, like, the way you said move, like,
Pause.
Rock Legion.
Today we're gonna be talking about the creative's journey. Welcome back to Endless Sauce with your hosts
Riser
and Booth Killer.
episode
Episode 2.
2.
Dose. All right.
Like, I feel like every time we say booth, like, you gotta, like,
What?
choke it a little bit in your throat type shit.
Hey, yo.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to say, like, the way you said
pause,
move,
pause,
like,
pause,
alright,
pause,
bro.
pause. Like this part of the like episode, you're gonna just have to pause it. All right, that's a pause. All right, man. Welcome back, y'all. You feel me?
Whatever, bro.
How's your day going, my man?
My day's been great. My day's been calm,
Mm-hmm.
kind of slow in the morning because the weather was really gloomy.
For sure.
Feel me? Got my shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Got my normal routine done. But, it's kind of slow.
I feel that.
How about you?
My day's been pretty good. Yeah, it was definitely slow in the morning. Yeah.
It's a weird vibe.
Yeah,
Especially in New York City.
for sure.
For like, because of the snow.
Yeah.
How it's impacting everybody.
Every other day is snowing.
Yeah, it's just so gloomy outside. But we still have to push on, right?
On God. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We here.
Facts.
And if you here watching this video, then you know what I'm saying, you know what's up.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, all of that,
If you're
all
listening from the Spotify,
Fact.
if you're listening from Spotify, tune in. Let people know we're here. We talk about a lot of
On
things,
God.
a lot of different conversations, but mainly upon improvement in our experiences.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, today we have a very special episode for you guys. And I know it's something a lot of people could probably relate to. Today we're going to be talking about the creative's journey, right? So, what is the creative's journey, right?
Mhm.
So, all right. In the most simplest terms, we all like want to strive for something, right?
Yes.
You know, it might not be in something creative, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But low key, everything is creative.
Most definitely.
If like everything requires a sense of like bringing yourself to the work,
Yes.
and I think like that's the definition of creative. So like, right? So the creative's journey, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna speak to one aspect of it. So like perfectionism, right? So
Okay.
have you ever felt like when you want to start something, it has to be perfect?
Yes, to a T.
Mm-hmm. But like,
To a degree, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
but like, the thing is, don't you find that kind of like you trying to chase that perfection? Do you feel like it helps your work or it hurts your work?
in a creative field like art, digital designing, graphic designing,
Mhm.
I feel like it's all about how comfortable you are in that space.
Mhm.
How much you can see yourself improve, because being a creative, there's no such thing as perfect
Mhm.
in
Exactly.
being a creative.
Exactly.
It's all about the recognition and seeing yourself grow.
So yeah, I think you definitely brought up a good point by saying like creativity like you don't need to be perfect, because I feel
Yes.
like a lot of us get stuck in the mindset of like, yo, when we first start doing something, like it has to be exactly how we envision in our head.
Yeah.
You know? So like, but the thing is, it can't be
Funny
how
thing
you
is,
envision in your
9
head.
times out of 10, it never goes your way in your head.
Exactly.
It never goes that way, because there's gonna be many bumps, bruises, many things stopping you from reaching that path that you imagine. But next thing you know, you might even get something way better or completely different. Completely
Like
different. You don't know.
You might even get like some new ideas that when you officially start your work that
Yes.
weren't even in the original plan.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you can't
yeah.
kind of like limit it to this. Okay, it has to be this way. You know?
Yes,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying? So even like with this,
Mhm.
like when we first started, we weren't like we did have a few ideas of what we might want to do,
Yeah.
but like eventually we just started and we're like, okay, these are things that we'd be interested in exploring.
Yes.
You know, so let's explore these things. Let's not try to chase perfection.
Of course.
Let's grow.
Let's see how,
you know?
how far it can take us
Yeah,
and
yeah,
what
yeah.
it can show us in the future. You
For
feel me?
sure. Another thing I want to like highlight about creativity is like having a growth mindset, you know? So like the way I look at things is like I always want to just well now the way I look at things cuz before I always used to look at it like damn, I used to look at it as like perfection, like it needs to be perfect when I start.
Okay.
Now I look at it as like I can start and it doesn't have to be perfect, but as time goes on, I want to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So like when I even if I like I just want to start,
Yes.
you know, and then eventually learn from my mistakes. Like one thing I really want to like I'll give a calm example. So like basically I started like this online business, right?
Yes.
And like at first I thought it was gonna be like, okay, all right, I know what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
I just started, but like eventually as time went on, I did not know what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
So by like the end of it, I mean, I still kind of I learned a lot, you know?
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm kind of talking about with a growth mindset. Like
Exactly.
even if you start out thinking you know what you're doing and you end up failing, like even with that failure, you're going to feel like, all right, I learned you like if you're someone who thinks like, okay, how can I get better? You're going to look at what you learn and then go
It's
grow with
like
that,
it's
you know?
like trial and error.
Mhm,
You know,
exactly.
you're trying to be the best, even though you might not get what you want
Mhm.
and you might fail at it. You still can take something out of it.
Yeah.
And definitely incorporate that to whatever current position you are in life or the way you're thinking.
Mhm.
You feel me? For example, at first I wanted to be like an awesome, great editor,
Mhm.
and I wanted to be the best that I can be in the moment. But honestly, it's not even about being a great editor. It's all about what I can do with the knowledge that I know and incorporate that to my creativity and make some content out of it. So it necessarily is like I'm trying to become a great personality on YouTube and not be the greatest editor. Like I didn't think I was gonna trying to go to that direction until later in life when I started thinking about it like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's just you always have to push as being a creative.
For
but
sure.
the thing is, while you're doing that, there's a lot of negative in that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I wanna bring up like comparing yourself to people.
Exactly,
You know,
like that.
at me personally, like I like that's something I'm still kind of like working on, but like it's something that you have to like kind of think like because the thing is with social media you have that access to see what everyone else is doing creatively all the time.
Yes.
So it can kind of discourage you like why is my work not as good as theirs?
Exactly,
feel
and
me?
you're not getting that recognition
Yeah,
too. You
yeah.
feel me? Like if like you're kind of doing something similar to another person on social media, but they get all the views, the likes, and the attention, but yours doesn't.
Exactly.
That
It
really
can make you feel like
it messes you up
it
mentally.
does,
Like it
it
fucks you
does.
up a lot.
The thing
You
I
know?
think is really that's really important to remember too is that creativity is subjective. We all like
True.
like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes there's popularity. You think about it though. Like there's things that are popular and there's things that are good.
Yes,
Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good.
true.
You know?
But it depends. I say it
You know?
depends because there's rules to follow when it comes to the type of creativity you're trying to go for. You know,
I disagree with that.
because okay, it depends. Like dark humor, right? Dark humor is creative because you're making the joke, right? But there's lines, there's levels that you shouldn't really cross. You feel me? Because it can really not come out as funny as you think. You feel me?
But to someone, it might be the most hilarious
You're
thing
right.
ever.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
But
kind of subjective. You
It's subjective, but the general
by case.
But the general concept is that there's still rules behind that. You feel me?
know? No, for sure.
Like if you're trying to do a type of art, and the rule is to make some type of background, right? But you're creative. You can make whatever you want in any way. So you might do something beyond the background. You might add like a like what's like you can make it into like a GIF or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like a paint background. It's more like an edited back. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's many layers to go about it. It's just there's certain rules they have to follow depending on what you're doing. Because a mind of a creative can't be free all the time because there won't be any structure. What's the structure behind
that is
that?
true. That is true. Like I think that you would work best if your mind was free. You know what I'm saying? But like
Disciplined.
you shouldn't feel like your mind
I feel
needs
like-
to be free in order to work. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing is like sometimes you might be stuck in a place where it's like you can't really get ideas out.
Okay.
In that,
You haven't burned out?
okay, maybe I'm kind of okay. Okay, yeah, because I was thinking when I was saying it, like, because think about it, like, if you're stuck in a place where you can't, like, you're not producing good ideas.
Okay.
It might be best to kind of take a break.
Yeah.
And then come back. But
Yeah.
would that mean that coming back is you having a free mind, or like, you know?
It's more of it's like, because as a thinking of a creative standpoint, right? I'm pretty sure you've tried to make something out of wherever you're in to a point that there's nothing to make out of it anymore. It kind of tapped out. So you need a new experience, because that's how people are so creative, is because wherever they are, it's stimulating their brain in some way, shape, or form to make something out of it. That's why people make a lot of dad jokes, because they've been in that dad situation where the dad left them going to get some milk, or like, you know, the dad is never home, or the dad fucking another, like, you know what I'm saying? You got another step cousin, step brother, like, you didn't even know. And people make fun of that shit, and it's funny. Or like the African parent joke, you feel me? The African dad, because you know,
Certain
your
experiences
African
you can
parents be
speak
getting
on.
the bell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
you can drag it in so many situations, because it's so stimulating to you in the moment. Because it might be scarring, or it might be, you know, might affect you in any way. But when you're just bored, everywhere there's nothing changing in your environment. It's just the same thing over and over again.
That's true.
It gets stale. So you have to switch it up. That's why you might have to go for a walk, go for a jog, meet somebody new, have new experiences to share and talk about. Because that's what make people more engaged and more able to listen to you, because your perspective is different than my perspective. We can have that, like, conversation or laugh and be like, damn, I never knew that, you know, that was going on in your life, or I never knew you saw it that way.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You definitely need certain stimulation to be creative.
Yes.
And I definitely, like, if you find yourself in a spot where it's like, oh man, I'm not really like getting stimulated from my current environment, you have to seek stimulation in some other environment. Like you said, taking a walk, you know, listening to music, watching a movie, watch a foreign film. Like, watch something that is out your comfort zone. And I guarantee you that will kind of motivate you to create something like that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because, like, if you stick to the same things that you consume, it's gonna make you produce the same things you consume. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like as a creative. So, like, if you watch the same, like, I don't know, let's say if you're like a photographer, or like a film director, right?
Yes.
And you watch, like, I don't know, comedies, and you really like making comedies, like, you know what I'm saying? If you kind of, let's say, oh man, you watch like a crazy horror movie, and you're like, yo, you think to yourself, yo, let me try to make a horror movie that's kind of crazy. You know, you got to get out your comfort zone in certain things.
Bro, I
You know?
wonder what they go through. Holy shit.
You know, certainly.
That's crazy. I can't do that. I can't sit
What?
through it.
Can't
I
do
can't
what?
experience
Sit through what?
scary shit just to make a horror movie. Like, imagine the psychological brain, bro. Like, how do they even sleep at night? I
I
can't.
mean,
do it.
like,
I don't like
you,
horror shit.
you got to watch psychological thrillers, bro.
No.
I'm serious.
No.
Psychological thrillers are good.
No.
They're good, bro.
You like that shit?
Huh? Yeah. Because it's like,
Nah.
it kind of messes with your mind, bro.
Definitely messing it in the
does.
wrong way.
But not even in the wrong way. But like, I don't know. I kind of like those, because it's like the thing that you think is gonna happen, or is always maybe be the opposite that's gonna happen, or probably you think you know what's gonna happen, but even to see it all go down is still like, yo, it's weird. Like, there's this one movie, right? It's called Knock Knock, right? It's with Keanu Reeves, and I know a couple of
Okay.
viewers probably seen this on Netflix. Basically, these two random girls show up to.
Spoiler.
Okay. Matter of fact, I'm not. All right. I don't. Oh shoot.
No, go ahead.
I don't even know if I can describe it without spoiling it.
No, it's a spoiler. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So fine, we'll throw the spoiler alert out there.
Yeah.
So basically, these two girls come to Keanu Reeves' house, right?
Okay.
And they basically, like, you know, they kind of mess with him. You know, like, they're like, oh, you're our dad. You feel me? Like,
Okay.
they have like daddy issues,
Okay.
and like they basically ruin his life.
Are they like how are they associated with him again? Like,
They don't know this man at all.
so they just randomly go to a random person's
on a
house.
cold night. It's like a cold, rainy night. They pull up to his house, right? And they're like, "Oh, can we use your phone real quick? Can we borrow your phone?" And then, like, they're like, "Okay." he's like, all right, fine. You know, he's gonna show them. You feel me?
Okay.
If some random girls come to your house and they're
How
like,
old were they looking like? Actually,
they're
really
like
young.
around maybe like their mid 20s.
20, bro.
Yeah.
What? You're 20 years old. You don't have a phone or some
So
shit?
like,
come on,
bro, they come to my man's crib. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
They ask it at first. It's just like, okay, fine. Let them use my phone. Then they start. You feel me? Seducing him. You know, make him cheat on his wife. And then the whole thing, and this is a spoiler. Matter of fact, should I spoil it?
Go ahead. You're already spoiling
All right,
already.
look,
Shit.
The whole I didn't spoil even like the
Kinda
most-
did.
Okay, so the whole thing is basically them just trying to say that cheating is wrong. Yeah.
By pushing him to the little
Yeah, they
boundaries.
ruined his life, bro. Like his wife's art sculpture, like that she was gonna like, you feel me, like sell and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they ruined it.
How many times?
They
did
ruined his house.
How many times did they come to the house?
They only came one time.
So
This is
you
just
tell-
on a random night.
So you tell
on
me
a
that
random cold night.
one night ruined his whole life.
Pretty much. I'm surprised he was still alive at the end of the movie, man.
Cause I thought like they came multiple times and he kept opening the door. At that point, I was gonna blame him because he's stupid.
I mean, it's not really his fault. It's just like, he was just
I
trying
mean,
to be a
yeah,
nice,
that
he was just
context,
trying to be a
that
nice
one
guy.
night. Yeah.
You know, but
He didn't
sometimes
think it was
people
gonna go that
are
far.
crazy. So like, they take things way too far, bro. Yeah.
The moment some stranger just comes up on me like that, bro.
Oh God. Nah.
Shit, like Glock
Yeah,
be talking.
I mean, y'all. I know I spoiled it, but y'all should still check it out. It's called Knock Knock on Netflix.
Nope. I mean, actually, it's not even that scary. It actually sounds interesting.
It is interesting, bro.
Like, it's not-
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
Yeah.
tap in
But
with the
I'm
psychological
talking
thrillers,
about
bro.
scary shit. Like,
But that's kind of scary.
No,
All right,
it's
all right,
not.
Okay. There's another one called The Invitation, and there's another one called It's like, okay. There's another one, right? There's this one story. I don't even want to start like talking about mad psychological thrillers, bro. I'll recommend you some on the fly, man.
okay.
Yeah, definitely like just tap in with those, bro. They're not horror, but they're scary in the sense that they just mess with your mind. When you watch them, you're gonna be like, yo, what the hell is going on in this movie right now? And that's the kind of scary I kind of
See,
like.
I'm not watching that regardless. Even if you put me
Bro,
onto
you should,
it, like,
you should,
I like how you explained it, but I'm not watching it
You
regardless.
should though.
No.
I'm telling you,
Bro,
it's
bro,
a mind.
I
fuck,
almost,
bro.
bro,
You
I
need
almost
mind fucks, bro.
cried when I was watching The Nun, bro.
No, I'm not watching no Exorcist movies, bro. You wild.
Oh, but that's not scary.
Those are scary. Those are
Yes,
horror,
they.
though.
You see,
Psychological thriller is different,
guys,
bro.
I know a lot of people, right, that feel like The Nun, Thousand Ways to Die, the other scary shit are easy. They're not even scary, and to me, they're bugging because I think that shit is scary as fuck.
No,
I
it
can't
is.
deal with that.
It is. That's another level of horror, though. That's
I
like
can't.
the scary pop outs. You know, all the different types of shit, bro. Oh God,
bro. I can't do
I
it.
miss when scary movies was like
But-
paranormal activity and shit. But yeah, all right. Like I think, all right, we kind of went off on.
But to go back to the point, like,
but
yeah, they have to experience many life situations to
Yeah.
even come up with those type of scary movies. You
For
feel me?
sure.
I just
and definitely collaborating with people, like being open to networking, and that's another big thing about it too. Like if you know that you want to do a certain thing, like go and like try to find those people who do the same thing that you do. Like
yeah, I would say
know
that
what I'm
does
saying?
stimulate you in a way because they look at depending on your field you're in.
yeah,
They will look at something completely different than you because
true.
they're-
But that
they're
perspective
also-
is good for you though.
Yes, that is good
You
for
know?
you because they're also creatives. You feel me?
For sure, yeah.
They definitely look at some type of ways, and now you might incorporate that in your own way.
Definitely.
Not plagiarizing.
Yeah. Don't
Right,
don't. You can steal certain stuff, but don't. You feel
Bro.
me? Don't just plagiarize. Don't take what they do and then do what they do. You know, you basically the point is to just learn certain things you like about it. That's why I kind of look at it like, what qualities do you like about this, and
It's like
how can
drip.
you apply it to yourself?
It's like clothes,
yeah,
cold wearing
yeah.
drip.
Just because you see a lot of people that might like you like their style doesn't necessarily mean like, okay, you should take it and copy it. You gotta take it and see, yo, what do I like
I
about
don't know,
this?
bro. When people saw Stussy, they were rocking the shit out of that.
I mean, hey, that's the whole
Sussy.
thing about like marketing, and that's a whole different conversation. But
Rosebud.
you know, like the way I say just like if you like a certain something, find out what you really like about it. Like
Yeah.
what about it captivates you, and how can you apply that to your work?
Yeah.
You know, like if like I don't know, you like I don't know, I'm gonna just give like a random idea. Like I'm big into movies, so like Okay, like Perfect Blue. You ever heard of that one?
No.
It's like an old 1997 like anime movie, right? So
Okay.
like it's basically just talking about how like kind of it predicted stan culture, like how people like might fiend for somebody to the point where it becomes like a little bit unhealthy,
Okay.
right? So like
Like
I kind of
BTS.
like, huh? Yeah, yeah. So I kind of just liked how like they basically it's a movie made in 1997, but like they're talking about today. So how innovative it is, and that's kind of what I want to bring to my work. I want to be
Okay.
innovative with whatever I do,
Okay.
and I want to just move, like push the culture forward. Like with this right now, bro. Like we're not just sitting here just talking randomly, bro. We giving like sauce.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Real sauce.
Endless sauce, bro.
You only get that from the Endless Sauce
Oh
podcast.
God, man. And that with that we can close our episode.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been real, y'all.
21 minutes, shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's been a really enriching conversation, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting.
Of course.
Like, comment, subscribe. You
Share.
know what I'm saying?
Go to all the
On
platforms.
God, man.
If you
I'm
see a
telling
Patreon
you,
link in the
On God.
description, click on that Patreon link.
for sure.
We might have an interesting conversation.
More
Who knows?
more sauce. You know
More
what I'm saying?
sauce. We might go more in depth about this
For sure,
conversation
for
about
sure.
being creative.
Yeah.
In the OnlyFans aspect.
I'm dead. Anyways, but like, yeah, we don't claim to know it all, but we just trying to give y'all our perspective.
And maybe you can also take that
Yeah.
and incorporate it in your life.
Exactly.
No, a little bit of knowledge goes
For
far.
sure, it
You feel
does.
me?
It does. I'm telling you, bro.
It
Like,
does.
shoot, it does. Thank y'all for watching. Your name?
Riser.
Booth Killer.
Boof.
And with that, we say adios.
No.
Signing
Gotta play
off.
it. You gotta play it.
Alrighty.
これはエンドレスソースポッドキャストのエピソード2です。
Hi.
Shit was fire.
Bro, it was good, bro. That's a